Hi, my name is Aaron with iDiesel Solutions. We're getting ready to do an install on a Case IH Magnum 290. This is a interim Tier 4 and features the 8.7 liter Iveco engine. This is also going to be the same engine in some New Holland applications as well. But the particular module for this is the 6870 module. We'll go over a few things, but first we're going to start off by saying make sure that the tractor is powered down before doing this installation. Also be sure to follow and read your installation guide very detailed. Make sure you don't miss anything in this process. We'll try to hit everything, but also that's going to hit some points that we may not. We'll begin by going around here. We're now going to go over the main connection points for this install. As you'll see here and in your installation instructions, you'll see that the injector plug is located on the Bosch ECM, as with most Iveco applications. It's going to be your right plug on the 6870 module on the 8.7 Iveco. It's going to be this one right here. Also, your other connection point is going to be the map sensor, which is on the bottom of the intake horn, also similar to other Iveco applications. We're going to go over good power and ground. It's very, very crucial to have a good power and ground, especially on the Ivecos. For ground, as you can see in your installation instructions, this ground strap on your AC compressor, that's a good location. You can go to power on the alternator. As you can see, there's a power strap here. And also on the left of the intake grid heater relay, this wire here, it's going to be the one on your left. There's two. It'll be the one on the left. That's also a good power source. You can go there. I want to touch base on this grid for the intake heater. This, of course, is the relay up here, which I stated, but this here is the grid itself for the intake heater. Do not connect the power here. On your larger applications like the 12.9 liter Iveco would also have a black wire, which you'd presume to be ground. Neither one of those are a good location for power or ground. It may seem that way, but you also see in the installation instructions that it is not. We have seen firsthand that with the power and ground installed in these locations that the module will absolutely not turn on. It may not cause any malfunctions or codes, but when guys say that they're not seeing any power gains, if you go to that source, then you're just going to see that the module is not working and it's just solely being a pass-through system, so we're not doing anything for it. But we'll go ahead and go over on our connection points on our harness as well. Of course, you can see we use factory Bosch connectors. That would be on the factory harness. They're very much similar, actually the same. But we'll go ahead and remove the right hand plug here, which is your injector plug. You can see that's just a trip lever. Comes out as such. We'll also remove the map sensor, just like that. So we will now take the female portion of our Bosch connector, plug into the factory location. Now, some may be worried. You also see in our installation instructions that this lever is actually going to be reversed from the way the factory one is. No worries. Just make sure it's aligned properly. And it'll move right on over and it'll suck in. As you can see, that's good and secure, locked in location. And now we will take the female portion of the factory harness and plug into our male portion of our harness on the module. You also notice there's an alignment tab on the inside of this 16-pin male connector. You want to make sure it's aligned. There's a little void on the female connector of the factory harness. That goes where that void is located. If you have issues with it not going in, I'd check that first. That'd be a good place to start. Locks into place. Simple. We're now going to go ahead and plug in our map sensor. As you can see, we already have it unplugged. It's a 4-pin Bosch connector. But we'll go ahead and plug our female portion of our harness into the intake horn on the map sensor. Snaps into place. You heard it click. You want to make sure all those connections are secure and they lock into place firmly. If you give them a little tug and they come apart, of course, you know it's not a good secure connection. Then we'll take our male portion of our harness and plug into the female portion of the factory harness. And then our next step will be to run the power and ground. Route this up in a good secure location here on the side of the engines. You get everything strapped up and fired up and give it a test run. We now finished the installation and connection process on this IV6870. Just wanted to go over a few last things as far as where we zip tied our harness to, as well as where we ran our power and ground. We stated that earlier that there are several options, but we went with the locations as in your installation instructions. As you can see here, we ran the ground off the AC compressor where that ground strap is at. It's a 13mm bolt. That's a good secure location, good clean. We also decided to run our power wire on the intake air heater relay, which is up here. As you can see, that's in your installation guide as well. This is the left wire on that relay. That's a good secure location. You can also go down here on the AC compressor if you or the alternator if you so choose. It's a little bit harder to get to, but you can also go to there as well. That's perfectly fine. We recommend that on some of our other Iveco applications. We also decided to mount this on the factory wiring harness right on the side of the block here. As you can see, it's got a good air gap behind the modules, so let air flow through. No direct heat or contact coming off the engine with the module. That'll be good. That way it doesn't overheat and damage the board within the module or the plastic shroud on the module. And then we decided to run the rest of our wiring harness up tight below the intake horn here and zip tie everything up and neat and out of the way. That way the hood doesn't get into it and cause the harness to eventually wear through. But with that being said, go check out our other videos and installation guides on our YouTube channel. You can also check us out on Facebook and agdieselsolutions.com. We want to thank this customer for another great module purchase. He's purchased several from us and I've had great results. This is actually the first Case IH tractor on their farm since 1961, so I think they're going to see great results with both a great tractor and a great product that we offer to enhance it. I want to thank you guys for joining us. Stay tuned for future videos. Always remember to farm smart, farm efficient, farm with Ag Diesel Solutions. Thank you for joining us and have a great day.